quick reflections on an impromptu excursion I did today. So today I went to Ingolstadt with a classmate and his girlfriend, and yeah, it was a cool excursion. And I had a couple of notes. I noted down a couple of things. Yeah, just some quick reflections. Not even something like not even something long. Not even something yeah, not even like relating what happened or anything like this. Just a couple of thoughts that I had, and they were like framed in advantages and disadvantages. So let's start with the disadvantages first, because there's only one disadvantage mainly, and that was that every time I cross my front door, I end up spending at least 20 bucks, today 27. And yeah, I don't know, that is something to take into account. It's like I'm not sure if I can do this every day, certainly not, also because I don't have the time. But if even if I have the time, can I do this? Food for thought, right? I should maybe calculate some things to check if I could do it, or if I just can't actually afford to do it. Then, on the positive note, things that are cool about it, serendipitous moments or whatever. I like those kind of things. I like bringing this kind of yes energy to my life. And yeah, I got out of the house, and every time I do get out of the house, every time I cross the front door, there are opportunities for to seeing new things. And I had been to Ingolstadt, but mostly to the factory, to the Audi factory, well, to the Audi museum, not the factory exactly. And yeah, it was cool to see like the city per se, and to see those things, and to see a lot of different things. We saw a lot of churches, which I didn't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not particularly interested in churches or in the church or whatever, but there were a couple of coincidences, and like I was looking at rococo churches in Munich, and it turns out that one of these churches, this Ingolstadt church, is a rococo church, and I did see that. So I'm sorry, not sure if the Ingolstadt is rococo, but it is by one of the same architects that did one of the rococo churches of Munich, which it's interesting, right? Then that was one positive thing. Yeah, some more positive things were, for example, learning new things. We did this kind of tour with some new guy, well, with some guy that I didn't know, that yeah, they met before in when they were in Ingolstadt the previous week in a church, and like visiting a church, and he started to give some information. And yeah, it's like they took his contact, which is something I wouldn't have done, right? So his contact last week and contacted him for this week, and that there I was able to be there and to listen to these stories thanks to that. And I learned a lot of new things about these churches. Well, half learned because I don't know the language completely, but yeah, it was like a nice chance to practice the language. It was a nice chance to learn new things, to learn new words, to learn the history of this city. And yeah, that was really cool. Then this new guy, right, meeting new people, that's also a new thing, a cool thing. And yeah, it was like an interesting guy, or some retired guy. He said he was retired, and that he had like his story. He had worked as a baker, as I understood it. We weren't sure exactly if we heard correctly, but yeah, as I understood it, he used to be a baker for like a couple of years, but then he went to work into Audi. And yeah, I didn't ask about why does he know so much about these churches, which is actually maybe a nice, interesting follow-up question. And yeah, I don't know. That's it. I think that's it for this video. Those are the little disadvantages that I see, and the big long-ish list of positive things from today's excursion. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I can't make a video out of it because I only took pictures. Maybe I could show them on stream tomorrow or something like that. But which probably actually I could do. Actually, I don't because I don't have. Well, I could find a way, but yeah, maybe I will show those. And yeah, thank you for watching. This is one of the last videos of this every video per day in this month of April series. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.